My name is Sinclair Fleming, CEO of P3 Paper Plastic Products. Every Wednesday, I answer real business questions that come in through WhatsApp from operators, founders, executives dealing with real decisions. No theory, no motivation, just actually how this works in real business life. If you're building, scaling, trying to avoid expensive mistakes, this series is for you. Now let's get into today's questions. So the question is, should I invest in branding now or wait till revenue stronger? That was a tough one. You need to be focused on revenue, but without people knowing what your product is, you won't get far in the revenue game. Now, the issue is there's a big difference between branding, marketing, and advertising. People normally lump them all into one, but it's not the same. You should be advertising, shouting loud and proud that this is a business, this is what it does, and this is the products that we have. Right after that, you get into your marketing. This is what that product that we have, this is what problem it solves, and you go more deeper into that. But your branding is kind of the culture and the feeling behind of your company, which you need to have in your head, but you need to start to focus on advertising in the beginning to cut through the noise until you get to a certain level of notoriety that now you can get into your branding campaigns, what colors you want, what culture your company holds. Is a family related company, is that edgy company. Like, branding is very, very important, but if I had to choose between branding and revenue, I would choose revenue. How do I build a business that doesn't collapse without me? Okay, so if you're asking this question, I mean you're very far away from it. A lot of people dream on retirement and some type of infrastructure that's passive income that gives you this money. You can build things that operate without you. You just need to have very strong systems and very strong guardrails to make sure that people are doing what they're doing. So in my opinion, after it took me years to do the same thing, you have to provide your team with KPIs. You have to actually give them the ability to make decisions up to a certain point, and you have to trust that if you were doing it, it would be done at 100%, and if someone else is doing it, it may be done at 90. But if everyone doing it at 90, you might get 1,000% done instead of the 100 with yourself. So sometimes you have to remove yourself, allow the team to fail, allow it to happen, put the systems in place, show them where this is what happened, this is why I believe in you, let's try again. So you have to kind of remove yourself. A lot of entrepreneurs, they don't do it. They try to just save them right before they hit the ground, but it's counterintuitive because the person never feels the pain of failure. They always think that you're going to be there to save them at the last minute if it doesn't work out. So if your business isn't at a point, or maybe you have to delegate certain things into place so that they have a framework to fail. So you have your regular job that you're doing things, and maybe you give them 2 or 3 other tasks that you decide you're not helping them at all. No matter what happens, you give them clear KPIs, you give them the budget and the ability to execute this thing, you train them, you make sure they understand what the goal is and what they're supposed to do along with the timelines, and you leave it alone. And eventually, if you do this over time with your systems, you'll realize that from day to day, you get less calls, less emails, people stop including you into emails, no CCs, you just see things start to happen. There was a new product launched, there was a marketing campaign that happened, there was financial reconciliation, it just happened, and then you're just getting reports after the fact that it's already done. Not only was it done, it's done in time and it's accurate. So it takes a little time. It's heavily based on systems, 90%. 5% is trust. And then that other 5% is getting out of their way. Like, as a CEO, as a supervisor, as someone, you have to get out the person's way fully, where you cannot see and they cannot hope that you're going to come in and save them at the last minute. Is it smart to turn down business that doesn't fit our structure? If that's the case, then yes, it's very smart. But you can't turn down business when you don't have any, right? So if there's nothing on the table for you, I wouldn't advise that you turn away someone that wants to work with you. But normally when you don't have a product market fit and customers want you to do something for them, it either turns into an issue for you or an issue for the customer, which none of y'all can afford. So definitely you need to focus on what market you want to target, and then you need to make sure that the customer, the avatar coming towards you, is what you want it to be. If not, you're probably putting out the wrong advertising, wrong marketing, wrong branding. But if it is a case where you have a one-off and it's very lucrative and you want to do it even though it causes headaches, I would say do it. But it shouldn't be a reoccurring thing multiple times a year. Like, if the avatars don't fit and you don't want to provide that service, nor do you think they would enjoy the service you provide, I don't think you should take the job just because of the money. Also, on the back end of that, if you find yourself doing that and you're full of customers that you don't like, I advise people all the time, every year, cut 30%, 20% of your customers that don't pay, wrong fit, always complaining, always want something for free or discounted, and they just don't fit your model anymore. Like, you let them know we're not going to do business anymore, or you raise the price to the point where they don't want to do business with you anymore for that service that you provide. But you need to kind of trim who fits into where it is and then move from there. If you have a question you want covered, send it in. You can WhatsApp it to the number on the screen, or message it through iMessage, Facebook, YouTube, or wherever you're watching this. The more detailed the questions, the better. My name is Sinclair Fleming. Now, go take action. I'll see you next Wednesday.